Well, good morning. This is February 1st, 2011, brand new month, and we've got a lot to cover today. So I'm going to skip the preliminaries and get right to it. We're in Matthew chapter 5, verse 21. Whoops. You have heard that it was said to those of old, "You shall not murder, and whoever murders will be liable to judgment." But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. Whoever insults his brother will be liable to the council, and whoever says, "You fool," will be liable to the hell of fire. We're going to go a little further, but let's just stop right here. What Jesus is saying is that it's not simply enough to not kill somebody. You can't get angry with somebody. In other words, the sin is really in the heart. And we're going to see this several times in the next few days. And this is what Jesus was saying, your righteousness has to exceed that of the scribes and Pharisees. Their righteousness was all on the external. If they could obey it externally, that was good enough. Jesus says you've got to obey it internally. Not only is it okay not to kill somebody, but you can't get angry with them. And you can't say something to them. All right? He says, if you insult your brother, you'll be liable to the council. And if you say, "You fool," you'll be liable to the hell of fire. He's saying you could go to hell for getting angry and saying angry things. So better to deal with it in your own heart. Now, that's dealing with it if you're angry at somebody. We're going to get the other side right now. Verse 23. So if you are offering your gift at the altar and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go. First be reconciled to your brother and then come and offer your gift. Come to terms quickly with your accuser. Okay, well, we're going to stop there and deal with that, and then we'll go to the next one. Dealing with the brother who is angry at you. All right? And this was dealing with, in the kingdom, the Jewish brother and sister, but it would apply in the church or a physical brother, or anybody that's your neighbor that you know is angry at you. Go get reconciled with them before you offer your sacrifice. God's not going to accept your worship. He's not going to accept your prayers. He's not going to accept your praise. He's not going to accept your financial offerings, which is what it's referring to here, if you haven't made an effort to be a living sacrifice and resolve things with your brother the best you can. If you know he's got something against you, go to him, apologize for whatever you did wrong, try to make it right, whatever you can do to make it right. Then it's up to him or her. But but you've got to make the effort yourself. All right, that's what he's saying. Paul says, whatever you do to try to live at peace with all men. Everything you can do is what he said. Something like that. Whatever's within your power. You can't control. Sometimes they're going to stay mad no matter what you do. But at least you got to do what you can do. So have you done everything you can do to resolve a situation? If you've got something in your head right now, I need to resolve that, that's God speaking to you. All right? And you need to make sure you take care of that. It says, immediately, leave your gift there before the altar and go. Come to terms quickly with your accuser while you're going with him to court, verse 25, lest your accuser hand you over to the judge, and the judge to the guard, and you be put in prison. Truly I say to you, you will never get out until you've paid the last penny. All right, well, now we've got another situation. This is where you're guilty of some kind of crime. You've offended somebody so badly it's actually illegal. So first you had a situation where you were angry at somebody. Then you had a situation where you knew a brother was angry at you, but it may not have been a criminal situation, but it was a sinful situation. Well, now this is actually a criminal situation. So if you know you've done something illegal, and you've stolen from somebody, you've assaulted or beat up somebody, or committed some crime against them, and they're getting ready to throw you in jail, you need to do whatever you can do to make it right. You don't want to get thrown in jail. I believe that's what he's saying here. But hey, like I said, on any of these passages, I'm open. Please comment on them. It's real easy to do. And tell me if you disagree, or maybe you halfway disagree, or want to add to it. I would love your comments. I haven't gotten many comments yet. I would love to see them. Tomorrow we'll be dealing with a very controversial passage about lust and adultery. So come back tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Take 5.